Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, Shows World.
Welcome to Shows World, gamers. Josh here, and as this week draws to a close, I wanted to take a moment to look at this week's biggest news stories, this week's gaming announcements, and a few of this week's new video game releases. But if this is your first time on the channel, do me a quick favor and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of the fun. Alright gamers, let's kick off this week in review with a few news stories. And we're going to start with, well, some disappointing news from Nintendo eSports, specifically the recent Splatoon World Championships. Now, Team Jackpot from the US won the World Championships, but after racist comments from members of the team surfaced, Nintendo decided to revoke their win, releasing the following statement. It has come to our attention that certain members of Team Jackpot, the team that recently won the Splatoon 3 World Championship, acted in a manner that is not in line with our community guidelines while playing the Splatoon 3 game. As a result, Team Jackpot's win will be considered vacated and the team will not receive trophies associated with the event. Additionally, the in-game splash tag banner commemorating their win will be adjusted via an upcoming software update. Nintendo cares deeply about our players and our community, and we take our responsibility to uphold our community guidelines seriously. Now, moving on, Game Pass did finally get the release of its first Call of Duty game on the service. Ever since the Activision Blizzard acquisition by Microsoft became official, gamers have been wondering when Xbox would add Call of Duty to Game Pass, and what game or games would be included. Well, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, the current latest release, was added this week and it is playable right now. Also, EVO 2024 took place this last weekend from July 19th through the 21st in Las Vegas. The huge fighting game championship crowned new champs in Street Fighter 6, Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, Tekken 8, Mortal Kombat 1, King of the Fighters 15, Guilty Gear Strive, Under Night in Birth 2, and Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising. We also got a teaser of Terry Bogard coming to Street Fighter 6, a Nike collab in Tekken 8, and a trailer unveiling a young Heihachi coming to the game. Next up, let's take a look at some gaming announcements. Now, Ka Robo was announced. The game is coming to Kickstarter soon with plans to release on all major consoles. The game is a 3D action platformer that has a strong resemblance to the Chibi Robo games in gameplay as well as character design, which it actually does make sense as some of the people who worked on those games are working on this title. Now, I personally really enjoyed the Chibi Robo games and I will definitely be keeping my eyes on this title. Now, The Run Got Next received an announcement trailer this week, as well as a 2025 release window for the PlayStation 5, PC, and Xbox Series systems. The game appears to be a street basketball arcade-style game, although we have not seen any actual gameplay yet. As a fan of classic games like NBA Jam and the NBA Street series of games, I will definitely be watching for more info on this title. Now, Truckful also received an announcement trailer this week. The game is being called a cozy car delivery game set in a seemingly peaceful town. In the game, you will have to load your small truck and trailer with all kinds of cargo and deliver it while dealing with treacherous roads and weather. The game is scheduled to release on PC, but I think this looks like a lot of fun, and I'm hoping we find out about a console release soon. Now, Bleak Faith Forsaken received a release date announcement trailer this week. The game will be coming to the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PC, Xbox One, and Xbox Series systems on August 6th of this year, so we won't be waiting long for this one. The game is an action, third-person, open-world survival horror RPG where you play as one of the Forsaken, the last frontier of humanity against the growing horrors of the Omni structure. Now also, River City Saga 3 Kingdoms Next was announced with a release date of November 7th of this year. The game will be coming to the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, as well as PC. The game is a 2D platformer action beat-em-up. The story covers all the way from the Yellow Turban Rebellion to the Battle of Red Cliffs through 6 dense chapters. Alright gamers, let's finish up with this week's new video game releases. and we're going to start with SNK vs. Capcom SVC Chaos. It was announced last week at EVO and then released this week on the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, and PC. This is a re-release of the awesome 2D fighter starring characters from both the SNK fighting games as well as Capcom fighting games that originally released back in 2003. Now, Exhausted Man is a physics-based comedic game where you struggle to control an exhausted person as they try and make it through a night filled with ridiculous missions. The game released on the Nintendo Switch, the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PC, Xbox One, Xbox Series systems. Now, Daydream Forgotten Sorrow released this week on the Nintendo Switch, the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PC, Xbox One, and Xbox Series systems. The game is an atmospheric 3D adventure game where you experience the altered memories of a dying man. You play as Griffin, a little boy who struggles to face his fears, but finds himself in these strange places, forced to go on an adventure with his teddy bear, Burley. Now, F1 Manager 24 released this week on the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PC, Xbox One, and Xbox Series systems. This is the officially licensed Formula One management game and gives you the opportunity to take your team to glory and win the Constructors' Championship. The simulation-style game is produced by Frontier Developments. Now, Conscript released this week and is available on the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, the PlayStation 5, PC, Xbox One, and Xbox Series systems. The game is a dark, atmospheric survival horror game inspired by classic early games in the genre. The game is set in 1916 during World War I and has you playing as a French soldier trying to survive. Alright gamers, that concludes this week in review for the week ending on July 26th. The week started with Pirates of the Caribbean coming to Fortnite, meaning you can expect to see a bunch of Jack Sparrows running around the battlefield. Then, the Tesla Cybertruck was added to both Fortnite as well as Rocket League. And the week ended with the free-to-play game The New Denpa releasing on the Nintendo Switch eShop. And stay tuned to the channel as I will give this game a shot and see what it's like. But let me know anything we may have missed in the comments, and thanks for joining us today, gamers. Shoach World, out.